Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Regular.
Mayfield on play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Alert!
Mayfield off the play fake. Forced it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kamale Correa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 3rd and long for Mayfield. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Bravo!
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hustle, Mike.
He'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Stewart. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Bring it over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Good.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man open, that's Harry. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Yep. Hey, high 7.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Get it.
Now back to throw. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Harry. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He completes it to Peak. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On the run, it's Matthews. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Inside handoff, Matthews. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. First down, Mayfield rolling to his right. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
A 43-yard attempt.
And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 17-0 our score after one.
Ready?
56, right there, 56.
2nd and 6. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Ready? Send Nova. 6-6. Pull it out.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
43-yard line.
Yo, go. Hit it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Ready?
They'll look to throw to Michelle on the screen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use a boxing.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurry!
Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Mayfield. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They run it. It's Matthews. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign. That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here. They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Michelle. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll try and run with their fullback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. On third down, Matthews. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it.
Let's go,
Eventually recovered by the offense. Result of the play, first down and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You're trapped, you're trapped.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Double time, double time.
Following the penalty, Michelle. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Zoo. Be careful, be careful.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
We own them.
Get it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Anthony Miller there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That drive, they really increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Well, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Mayfield lost the football. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Ready up.
The mock boys, 56.
2 draw quarters.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
And not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. They're going to look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to take off with it. He gets it here to Peake. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw, Mayfield being chased out left. Now he's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Mayfield, he's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, it's Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Going deep this time for Miller. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michelle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
On the set. 2-jet bombers. 2-jet bombers.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future.